Margaret said, never doubt that a small group of people can change the world. I am absolutely delighted. I am absolutely honored, absolutely grateful that I can announce that the Silva Method Ireland is going to facilitate the Silva Method Club. Listen to this, guys, in English and in Polish for all Silva Method graduates around the world, all Silva Method practitioners, and people who are interested in becoming ones. And the Silva Method Club is going to be led by this beautiful human being who I have here today beside me. And Michael, please let us know how are you keeping, because it's an honor to have you here. And the reason of the live stream is you actually today, because I had this big intention that I really wanted to bring you here today to let our subscribers, Silva Method practitioners, Silva Method fans to feel your energy and tell them a little bit more about the passion that you do have, about the Silva Method. So please let us know how are you keeping, how are you doing, and then we will go with our agenda for our live stream today.
So thank you, Kasha, for having me. I would like to say it's getting better and better every day, and I do really mean that. Um, so I'm very passionate about the Silva method. I've been like, I guess I could talk a little bit about myself, that I've been practicing since I think 2017, maybe
Mhm.
even a little bit earlier. And it's just really helped me manifest the things I want, to think positively, and I just can't wait to share that with other Silva practitioners and people who maybe are new to Silva and are just thinking about it.
Super. Super. That's why we have you here today. If you don't mind, before we are going to chat about you, before we are going to talk a little bit about that idea, that actually came from you. We are going to talk about that today. If you don't mind, Michael, I'm just going to introduce myself to new subscriber on this channel, because this channel is growing, fast.
Hmm.
So, guys, my name is Katarzyna Ostasz. I am the host of this channel and at the same time the Silva Method instructor. And as I've already told you, the reason for you to have us here today is this beautiful new idea, the Silva Method Club, that it's going to be led by Michael for, I believe, so many people around the world, because what is very, very important that Michael is a Polish American man, and this is absolutely amazing, because he can facilitate for you this club into languages that he has opportunity to speak. Okay, so I think that that's all. You have a guys chat box. If for some reason you are interested to find out more details about that meetups that Michael is going to lead for you, please make sure to use a chat box. Michael is here for you live. People who are going to watch replay of this live stream later on, you can also, ask myself or Michael some questions. I believe, Michael, you are going to be here if somebody is going to have some question to you, because this is beautiful service that we are going to provide you through the Silva Method Club. Okay, so Michael, maybe you will start. Maybe you will start, because as I said, I believe that it's both of us who manifested this beautiful idea. I'm laughing that I had this intention down deep in my heart, because I've tried to provide Silva Method Club 2 times during my service for the last 8 years. The first time, guys, if you are here, anyone who is going to watching us, I think the first Silva Method Club I was facilitating around 2015. But then I become a mother, and unfortunately I had to stop it. And then I think that I have my second try in around 2021. But then so many priorities, other job opportunities just show up on my way that, again, to be honest with you, I just had to stop this project. And now we have you. It's a third time. So I believe that it's going to be the lucky one. So, Michael, please tell us. We already talked about that. We already have our idea. if you can tell our audience and people who are going to be interested to be a part of the Silva Method Club that you are going to lead, how you see this club, what we are going to do during this 60 minutes meeting.
Okay, just can you hear me? Okay, good.
Yeah, you are here and we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So how I see it, I really want to have group intentions, like healing intentions, manifesting, because I believe when we're in a group setting, when we work together, it's just a lot more powerful that we're connected. I would say on a spiritual level. Also, like to make it seem like the Silva method is more real, more tangible, because I know, like in my own experience, after the course, you kind of just, manifest on your own technique. You don't really have that many people to talk about. So I want to build that community and build the proof. We could talk about, I had, this feeling, I meditated and I saw something, my intuition was right, or if someone's sick, we could send healing energy and do it as a case study. Uh, my main goal is to make it very practical so we can see results and to build upon that. Because I know in my own experience, when you have other people, like real life people, share the same experience, we see the results happening, that it really builds momentum and it encourages to practice more on a daily basis and not to forget about these wonderful techniques that we've learned on the Silva method, and to keep on practicing. Yeah, that's how I see it.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's very powerful. So this is what we've already talked about. This is what we've agreed. So guys, as you already heard, right? Like it's really all about to showing up, setting intention, go deep to your level, practice in the group this beautiful power of meditation, and then, as Michael said, just to basically exchange the results, the idea, talk a little bit more about what I have been experiencing in my life recently, how I can maybe do this on the another on the another different perspective. So exactly what you just said. So just as a reminder, Michael, if you don't mind, because I am here, to talk more about that logistic perspective, you are here to talk more about the energy and everything what you want to offer during this club. So we are starting from June. I've already posted for you two different registration links because, as I've mentioned to you, the club is going to be facilitated in English and in Polish. So, for everyone who are interested in English option, you have a link. The first meetup of Silva Method Club in English is going to be facilitated, as I remember, 9th of June. It will be 5 p.m. Irish. So this is quite important for you to check out your time zone, wherever you are. For instance, Michael right now, he's based in Poland. So everyone who is going to join us from Poland, you know that it will be your 6 p.m. Afternoon time, right? So you know what I mean, right? In order for people who are speak in Polish, the first Silva Method Club in Polish will be facilitating on 23rd of June. So we chose Friday as a day because it was very convenient for Michael. So Fridays, 5 p.m. Irish, 6 p.m. Polish time, wherever you decided to go. I would say that it's going to based on your language aspect, then you have opportunity to join. Very, very important things, because few people already asked me about that, guys. So for now on, we will see how this project is going to grow. But for now on, from that logistic perspective, we are going to accept your registrations on the first come, first served basis. For now on, we have a 50 place in each club for you. Okay, so this is quite important for you to know. So it might be a day. I don't know. Maybe it might be this weekend, because you are already signing up for the both clubs. That we are going to announce you that, okay, guys, for now, for the first meeting, there is already no place. We will see if we are going to have hundreds of you interested in this club. Absolutely, we can increase the places. But this is, for us just the first meeting. So we want you to see. We want also see you how you are going to be interested to join this club. So this is quite important information. It is 50 places for each club right now. Right? If we will see that there is more interest, absolutely there is, absolutely pleasure for me to give you a more space. So I think that that's all. You have, guys, a link. You know what we are going to do. 60 minutes, beautiful time to spend with Michael. I will try to do my best to show up at least for the first meetup and for the second one, and I will see how I'm going to getting on during the next meeting, July in August. But I can tell you that Michael is going to do in a very professional way. Michael, you have my huge trust. That's why you are here. And yeah, that's probably all. Um, Michael, because I really wanted you to have here, because I really wanted for all people, Silva graduates and for Silva practitioners to know you a little bit more, to feel your energy. We would be quite interested to discover a little bit more about how has your journey with the Silva method started. I know that you mentioned that you've been practicing since 2017, but if you can tell us more, how everything started, how have you been guided to go for the course and basically become Silva Method graduate and now active meditator?
Hmm. Yes, of course. So I think a lot of people can relate to my story. It actually started with Mind Valley. Uh,
I
yeah,
see. Okay.
uh,
Not
it,
surprised.
yeah, it was. I've always been into like self development, and I think I saw an ad, and I just joined Mind Valley. I did some program, but the CEO Vision highly recommended the Silva Method. I kept on talking about it and talking about it, and he said you could do it online or in person. And I was wondering, oh, this is an international method. Maybe there's something in Poland, and there was. But the crazy thing is, like, I live in the suburbs of Warsaw, and like right down my street, that they had the Silva Intuition course. So I was like, wow, like this is clearly like a sign that I need to do it. I could walk there. And plus, it was a lot cheaper doing it in Polish than in English, which is a big plus. Um, so I did that. I did Silver Intuition first, which usually you're supposed to do life and then intuition. But I went intuition. I'm really glad I did intuition more because it opened my mind to so many different possibilities. And then I think a few months after I did Silver Life, it was in a different town in Poland, and I out of all the techniques, because I would go in and out of Silva, I would do different techniques. Like I remember I was really into the law of attraction. I would do scripting. I would like write down what I wanted, and it never really worked. And I think now I know how crucial it is to get into these different brain states, like the alpha, theta, and Silva was the origin of everything, of all the spiritual self development. So um I I feel so passionate about it because he was the first one, and I've had the most results. I have like a funny story I wanted to say. Like I used to teach English at like one of these after school programs in Warsaw, and
Mm-hmm.
I had a really kind of disruptive student, and so I did one of the techniques, like was it subjective communication,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so crazy. Like you're not supposed to do this, but like it was my first time doing it, so I went into my level. I said I will wake up whenever my student is most susceptible to influence, and I wake up in the middle of the night, and I visualize like I'm talking to him, like, you are a good student, you will never misbehave. And then the very next day his mom comes, and she's like, oh, like let's call him Bartek. Bartek has been having nightmares about Mr. Michael. he, he's scared of him, and then he dropped out of my class. So it's like, oh wow, this stuff really works.
Absolutely. And you've also repeated a few times the Silva
Yeah,
Method course because that was the moment how we met together, right? You also
yeah.
joined one of my courses. So this is just the way how we used to know each other. Okay, that's perfect. So, like, my next question to you was, Michael, to share with us in which situation of your daily life the Silva Method helps you. You already told us about your work
Mhm.
experience, but would you like to share with us anything else? Maybe like the daily life situations in which you are going to use the Silva method again, just to prove others, right? That it works. It worked already for you because, it will be great if you are going to tell us more about it.
Mhm. Yeah, of course. So the techniques that I use on a daily basis are definitely the three finger technique,
Mm-hmm.
and that really helps me just to just feel more relaxed and more control, and just the mental house clearing. I've been
Mm-hmm.
really adamant on just whenever I have a negative thought, say delete and replacing it. That was a big result I've noticed because I've struggled a lot of my life. I guess with anxiety. I don't know if I could say depression, but just like negative thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And since I've been using the techniques more often, I realize I don't ruminate as much. I don't think so negatively, and it really helps me have more of a positive outlook on life and just being more present and really enjoying life, because that's why it's called the mind control methods to
Absolutely.
control your mind. Exactly.
Yes, yeah, that's super. And any favorite techniques, any favorite tool? I know that you mentioned already, subjective communication, through fingers technique.
Yeah.
Would you have, any special one that you loved, repeat during your day, or maybe you have more of your personal successes or manifestation because of that particular tool? Like, based on your feeling, obviously, and your experience.
hmm I would say my most favorite, and I think the one that works for me the best, is mirror of the mind technique.
Mhm. Mhm.
I just really love that you do focus a little bit on the negative, but then you erase it and then you fill it with what you want and you step into it. And then the next time you just build momentum. And I've manifested like private students from this, clients. I've recently got my dream job because of it. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, so it is really powerful, and it's it, out of, like I said before, I just have to stress, out of all the other manifesting techniques I've learned, this is hands up, because what I really love it too is that you ask, how does your manifestation affect other people?
Yes.
I did, I also, and you could do this technique with other people too. I helped my friend manifest a job, and I imagined that, like, not only that she will be happy manifesting this job, but the people around her are also positively influenced, and it's just like this ripple effect,
Absolutely. Yeah.
like, you know. So that's why I love about Silva in general, that it always goes back to we're all connected, and that manifesting something that we really desire, we should also focus on how that will help other people, and it's a win-win-win for all, and I really believe that.
Awesome. Malik is saying, great message to you. Silva method is very necessary for young generations. I totally resonate with that, Malik. Thanks, Michael, for taking this course. Success is everywhere. Absolutely. And what I really loved, what you just said, Michael, this is anyway what we are trying to spread through our courses, that the Silva method is an act of love. Because, like you said, due to the fact that you are starting to understand better the power that you have within you, it's the change is coming from within, then as you said, because of the energy, because of the vibrations, you are impacting people who are around you. So how powerful it is, right? This is exactly what I believe you are going to try to explain people during the Silva Club, because this is what's going to happen during the group meditation. We know that there have been so many science and researches experiment done to show, right, what we can do as a people, as a group of people. We can actually multiply positive vibrations around us. So I am absolutely very happy and very grateful to have you here on board. And I think that this is really what we want you to let our audience today, what we want to tell our audience today. So, Michael, just before we go, any message and a powerful, inspiring message that you want to share to attract more Silva practitioners, more Silva graduates, more active meditator to the club that you are going to lead? Any powerful message that you want to share with us?
Uh, the only thing I could add is just what you mentioned earlier. That love is the answer. With so much negativity going on in this world, like I really believe it's our superpower, just living in our heart center and bringing more positive energy to this world. Being very practical about it. That it, when we take action, that's that's in line with our intention, and that we want it to affect everyone in a positive way. That it's powerful. This is powerful stuff, and that you know you shouldn't doubt yourself. We're powerful beings.
Yes, we are. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Michael, that you find the time during your day to connect with us here. One more time, guys, you have a link to register to the club. This is a must have for you to do so, because we need to know how many people we are going to have to leave more spaces for people who maybe are going to be interested. Remember, we are starting in June, 9 of June. You are going to meet with Michael at 5 p.m. Irish. I'm just sharing with you Irish time. It's Friday. Then 2 weeks later, you are going to have opportunity to participate in the club in Polish language. So Michael is going to facilitate this club as well. And yes, just come join us, come to us. You can take your family members, you can take people who you might feel that they need something like that, because I think that it's not only my opinion but also Michael's opinion. You will see a change, and we are going to see how this project is going to grow. So Michael, from my perspective, thank you so much again. I am absolutely grateful that you show up here today for our audience. And good luck with everything. I hope that the Silva Method Club is going to be better and better in every day and every way.
Thank you so much for having me, and I think it will. Mhm.
Super, super. Thank you so much, guys. Have a lovely weekend, and we are in touch. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Take care. Better and better.